And the big story we are tracking here this Sunday on Times Now is that there is a big trouble in store for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The Delhi Chief Minister has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in two separate cases. Now, first, he was issued summons for the 9th time in connection with Liquorgate, and now fresh summons have been issued in another case, that is the money laundering probe in connection with the Delhi Jal Board case. Now, these double summons also come a day after the Enforcement Directorate accused the Chief Minister of refusing to comply with summons in the past. Aam Aadmi Party, though, is continuing to call this political vendetta and is also claiming that fresh summons in this case was a backup plan by the ED to arrest Arvind Kejriwal. Listen in.
ये मामला जल बोर्ड वाला है क्या, ये तो हम भी जानना चाहते हैं। ये किसी को नहीं पता कि ये मामला क्या है, इसमें किस चीज की जांच हो रही है, क्या कह रहे हैं कि क्या घोटाला हुआ, ये किसी को नहीं पता। कि गिरफ्तारी करने के लिए कोई बैकअप प्लान की शुरुआत हो रही है। मोदी जी इंतजार नहीं कर सकते हैं कि कोर्ट अपना फैसला देगी। उन्होंने शाम को ही अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को 2 और समन भिजवा दिए। ये क्या है? ये कैसी गुंडागर्दी है?
So what is this case about for which Arvind Kejriwal has been issued summons by the Enforcement Directorate? We'll explain that to you graphically, and we'll put out those graphics here on Times Now's Plasma. But we are talking about the Delhi Jal Board case in which there are certain kind of charges made. Now, what is the Delhi Jal Board scam and what are the summons issued for? Now, these summons have been issued for March 18th for Arvind Kejriwal. What is the Delhi Liquorgate case about? Now, the summons, if you know, have been issued to Arvind Kejriwal for a 9th time, and the date given by the ED is 21st of March. So here we have clarity on the dates. Case number 1, March 18, case number 2, March 21st. What is the Delhi Jal Board case? Let's explain that to you. There's a company known as NKG Enterprises, and the charge is that they were illegally given a contract. What is this contract about? We'll tell you about it, but let's also tell you about the summons that have been issued to Arvind Kejriwal after K. Kavita has also been arrested in connection with the Liquorgate case. Now, let's tell you more about the Delhi Jal Board case and also contrast it with what's happening in the Liquorgate case. Now, when it comes to this company known as NKG, the allegation is that it did not meet the eligibility criteria, and despite not meeting the eligibility criteria, it was given a contract worth crores. When it comes to the Delhi Liquorgate case, the court had also given bail for skipping summons in the excise case. Now, let's tell you more about the Delhi Jal Board case and what is the money that we are talking about. It is more than 38 crore. There was a contract worth 38 crore given by the Delhi Jal Board to this company in question known as NKG Enterprises by the Delhi Jal Board, and that is something that is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, let's tell you more about the Liquorgate case. ED has also said when it comes to K. Kavita that Kavita orchestrated a deal with Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, and this is as per the remand note. Now, let's also tell you about the Delhi Jal Board case once again. What is the ED probing? The ED is probing corruption as alleged of 38 crore rupees in the particular contract that we are talking about. The charge is that this company didn't meet the criteria and yet was given a contract worth over 38 crore rupees. And once again, when it comes to the Liquorgate case, the charge is that K. Kavita paid Kejriwal, Sisodia kickbacks via middlemen. Now, these are the allegations when it comes to both cases, and we have Priyank joining us. Priyank, the Aam Aadmi Party is responding to the developments that are taking place in both cases. Case number 1 that has been spoken about for the longest time is the Liquorgate case. Now it comes to the Delhi Jal Board case. Aam Aadmi Party today says that the summons have been issued to Kejriwal as a backup plan because the ED is now hell-bent on arresting Arvind Kejriwal.
See, the fact is that the Aam Aadmi Party also have their backup plan because so far Arvind Kejriwal has not appeared before the Enforcement Directorate in the excise policy scam case. The second case for which he has been summoned for tomorrow, although it's unlikely that he will be appearing, looking at the kind of conduct Arvind Kejriwal had for the other cases which was filed by the Enforcement Directorate and the kind of blame game which is happening, and this would be the first summon. This NKG Enterprises case is very important because Vibhav, the person who has been shadowed shadowing Arvind Kejriwal, who has been seen as a shadow of Arvind Kejriwal since the time of Anna Andolan and the agitation which happened and which gradually led to the formation of Aam Aadmi Party, has been subject of the prime suspect by the Enforcement Directorate in the case which was initially filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The allegation so far is that 10% of the total amount of the contract was given to a company which was certainly not following the criteria, and false documents were also given. So since in this particular case, Arvind Kejriwal was one of the member of the, this is what we are getting to know through our sources, although we are yet to get the document, that he was part of the committee which gave this, approval for awarding contract to NKG Enterprises. That's why it would be very difficult. But talking about Thursday, certainly K. Kavita, yes, who has been arrested, and the kind of allegation with the ED has already stated in the remand note. If Arvind Kejriwal comes, then certainly he will be confronted with K. Kavita, and that can certainly, increase the trouble of the Aam Aadmi Party before the upcoming elections.
So two dates that we are looking at is March the 18th and March the 21st, and both the cases have to do with corruption and charges of kickbacks, alleged kickbacks being paid. Stay with us, Priyank. Let's also tell our viewers about how the opposition is reacting to this development. These summons are now coming in a day after Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court granted bail to Arvind Kejriwal on a bail bond of 15,000 rupees and surety in 2 cases filed by ED for skipping the agency's summons in connection with the case. Now, the summons are also coming days after BRS's K. Kavita has been arrested. The ED is also alleging that she orchestrated a deal with Arvind Kejriwal and Sisodia. These are charges made in the remand note. The central agency is also alleging that payments of kickbacks have been made. The Aam Aadmi Party is saying this new case has been brought in as it is a plan to arrest the Delhi Chief Minister. The Delhi Jal Board scam pertains to a company like we just told you about, which is known as NKG Enterprises. And we're telling our viewers once again about this contract that was given allegedly illegally despite not meeting the eligibility criteria. What is the money or the sum that the ED is probing? The amount in question is that of 38 crore rupees. But despite these claims made by the ED, the opposition is rallying around Arvind Kejriwal, calling the summons a tool to target leaders of the opposition ahead of Lok Sabha elections.
बार बार ईडी की धमकी दी जा रही है। आम आदमी पार्टी के 2 नेता अभी भी जेल में, 3 मेरे ख्याल में 3 अभी भी जेल में। हाँ, तो ये नोटिस दिया गया है और ये जो बीआरएस के नेता को अभी 2 दिन पहले नोटिस दिया गया था, ये सब स्टेज मैनेज्ड हेडलाइन है। पर जहां उनको चुनावी खतरा दिखता है, ये 3 संस्थाएं हैं जो कानून के प्रकार से चलना है, उनको स्टैट्यूटरी संस्थाएं हैं, उनके लिए कानून बनाया गया है। पर ये अफसोस की बात है कि सिर्फ प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री के इशारे पर ये काम करते हैं। ये बीजेपी के फ्रंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बन गए हैं।
ED has once again summoned the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind.
वो तो मैं तो शुरू से कहा कि ये जो विपक्ष के नेता हैं उनके खिलाफ करेंगे कार्रवाई, इलेक्टरल बॉन्ड के द्वारा, उसके बाद भी करेंगे। अपने लोगों के खिलाफ कोई कार्रवाई नहीं करेंगे।
So what more do we know about this Delhi Jal Board case for which summons have been issued to Arvind Kejriwal? Remember, the ED had earlier searched the premises of Arvind Kejriwal's private assistant, Bibhav Kumar. The federal agency also leveled allegations that the bribe money was given into the party fund. The FIR has alleged that Jagdish Kumar Arora, the then chief engineer of the Delhi Jal Board, awarded certain contracts to NKG Infrastructure Limited for a total cost of 38 crore despite the fact that the company did not meet the technical eligibility criteria. In fact, documents accessed by Times Now show that despite a PWD member flagging it, no action was taken. Now, despite all these details that have come to the fore, there is politics that's playing out. BJP is daring the Aam Aadmi Party to face the probe agency, and the BJP is also saying that the number of summons are proportional to the number of scams in the Aam Aadmi Party government.
अरविंद केजरीवाल ने बहुत बड़ा भ्रष्टाचार किया और लगातार सम्मन का अवहेलना करके उन्होंने सिद्ध कर दिया कि ही इज कल्प्रिट। तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि आम आदमी पार्टी का कोई भी कार्यकर्ता भी अब इस समय इस सोचने को मजबूर नहीं होगा कि अरविंद ने हम लोगों को ठगा है।
शराब घोटाले में जांच इसलिए हो रही है क्योंकि बहुत संगीन आरोप है कि 100 करोड़ रुपए तक के किकबैक्स आम आदमी पार्टी के लीडर्स ने लिए हैं और वो पैसा आम आदमी पार्टी की गतिविधियों के लिए इस्तेमाल हुआ है। जाहिर सी बात है कि आम आदमी पार्टी के सरगना अरविंद केजरीवाल जी हैं, इसलिए जांच उनके खिलाफ तो होगी ही। वही बताएंगे ना कि आम आदमी पार्टी इतना ज्यादा भ्रष्टाचार क्यों कर रही है। जब भी ईडी एक समन भेजती है पीएमएलए में तो लॉ ये कहता है कि आपको उस समन का आदर करना अनिवार्य है। जब जब आप उस समन का अनादर करते हैं, आप खुद एक नया अपराध कर रहे हैं, एक नया ऑफेंस आपके खिलाफ बन जाता है।
So the politics around these two cases for which Arvind Kejriwal has been issued summons by ED is only blowing up. I'd like to thank Priyank, our senior colleague, for joining us with all those details. Taking a short break here on Times Now, but we'll be back as we get you more top stories on the election season.